Welcome back to Mike's Gadget Giveaway, and this is the Canon FS21 or FS22. There's actually two different models. This is the higher end version, the FS22, which basically has a little extra memory in it. Today, in this episode, I'm going to share with you what I'm looking for in a camera. Specifically, I want to find something that's fast, easy to use, and can allow me to make products very, very rapidly. I'll go through the basic overview of what to expect, the pros, the cons, using the camera, where to buy it, how much you can expect to pay, and some additional resources you're going to need if you're going to use this camera on either a Mac or a PC. So, first of all, what am I looking for? Number one, the most important thing to me, and if you don't have this in a camera, you're kind of hosed, and that is you must have a microphone input, and this has one, okay? That is critical. Never buy any camera at all unless it's just a cheap little flip that you're going to use for basic stuff without a microphone input, or your audio is going to suffer from it dramatically. Next, I want something that's cheap, easy to use, and very flexible. This one is under $500 and it does a lot for the money. I'll explain that in a moment. The quality, it has to be good quality. And as I mentioned in the very beginning, I need to be able to make products very, very easily. There are a couple of reasons why things, and I'll explain that to you as we move along. And next, I want to be able to drag the video out of this and drop it into my video editing program and be able to use it, or be able to do that with the fewest number of steps possible. And one of the problems with a lot of the new high-definition mini cameras like these is they use a proprietary format called AVC HD, which can be a pain to edit. It can be slow, and until recently, a lot of the editing programs didn't let you do it easily. And I'll explain to you, again, some of the pros and cons with this particular camera. So, the basic overview. One is, it is pretty easy to use. It's just got a simple menuing function and a little tiny joystick right here that you click and you move around. The next thing is the FS21 comes with 16 gigabytes of memory. The big one comes with 32 gigabytes of built-in memory, and they also have a little card slot on the bottom so you can put your own SDHC chip inside. I've been using 32 gigabyte chips lately. The one I put in here just now is 8, but 32 is a lot. You can store upwards of 20 hours of content on a single chip, and you can, I've had them go through my washing machine before, no problem. The other thing, as I mentioned earlier, it has a microphone input. Mission critical. Never buy a camera without it. Next one. This one is a standard def. It's not a high definition camera. As I mentioned, it has the SDHC slot. It records in a MPEG-2 format, which is basically what DVDs use, which means it's going to be very compatible with virtually any video editing program, with one tiny exception that's easy to overcome. I love the fact that it's tiny, and the little screen turns around so you can see yourself, which is pretty cool. Okay, I like that. And you can also fold it sideways so you can be shooting someone and looking out of the corner of your eye. This is very handy if you're recording little testimonials. You can talk to someone, have the camera out here, and just glance occasionally to make sure they're in view. I use that very often. It's a very good feature and bonus. Next, it does take pictures like pretty much any camcorder these days. So, the pros. Number one, it's under $500. Number two, it does have the microphone input. It's compact, it's easy to use, it uses the chips, the SDHC cards, and it has very nice video quality. I'm pretty impressed with it so far. I'll prove it to you in a moment. I love the fact that I can pop out a card, I can drag it into my video editing program with one small exception, which I'll cover in a moment, and use it immediately and edit with it. That passes in my world anyway. So here are the cons. The first one is, even though it's pretty easy, it exports MPEG-2 video in a format called a .mod file. Now you have to use an external program in order to convert it, but fortunately it's very, very fast. It doesn't really do much, and the software is free, and all it is drag and drop. So that's simple. The other thing I don't like about it is you can't use it as a webcam. When I'm creating products these days, it's nice. Like if I were recording this right to my computer, I'd be able to just hook it up, do the webcam function, and I wouldn't have to pull out a chip or synchronize anything. And if I wanted to use it with Skype, for example, it'd be nice. But virtually, as far as I can tell, none of the new school cameras allow me to do that anymore. Next, it's not high definition. So using it, pretty easy. There's a little on-off switch, And that's right on the top here. You just push that button, it turns on, and then there's a little red button in the back that you click. And if I were recording you right now, like I'm going to do, I can click that little button, it beeps. I can record myself and say, hi, this is Mike Koenigs. I can see myself in the viewfinder, so I can have a conversation with you. And I will give you the file so you can actually see this and hear it as well. Now, of course, I am using just the built-in microphone, but in the studio environment, it's going to sound and look pretty good. I don't know if you could see me holding it and looking at myself, but there's a little studio shot for you too, the other cameras, the lights, etc. So, then when I'm done, I just push the little red button again and it's off. Pretty simple. Now, at this point, I can just open up the slot. I have a choice. If I'm recording with a built-in memory, I have to hook up a USB cable and turn it on and off and, you know, do whatever. And it's beeping at me right now because I opened up the little slot. But what I prefer to do and what I recommend you do is always have a little chip. These are cheap and of course they're easy to use. You just pop it into, nowadays any Mac has got the slot built in, or you can get an adapter or a PC. Of course they've been using it for years and that's one of the areas where the PC has an, you know, they're up on us. But lots of content here. And what I'll be able to do is pop that into my program and edit with it after I run it through a little bitty program called MPEG Streamclip, which is free, it's open source, and it runs on PCs and Macs. So, that's basically it. Now, like I said earlier, they're about $500. You can get the FS21, which has 16 gigs of memory, which is really fine in my opinion. I found it for about 450 bucks online, okay? And that's, I believe, at Amazon or B&H Photo Video, which are the two places I recommend you buy equipment. And the other thing is this one, the FS22, which just has more memory and it is black instead of silver, is about, I paid $499 for it. To convert your mod files on a Mac or PC, you'll go to squared5.com. I'm displaying that on the screen right now for you. Like I say, all you do is you pop this into your computer, you drag the files that you want to convert, you click on save, boom, they're instantly converted for you and you can import them into virtually any PC or Macintosh editing program, and that's one of the things I'm going to demonstrate for you in a moment. So, that's the summary of the camera. I'll be selecting a winner for our drawing very soon. It's always at the end of the month, and I'll announce that on our blog. That's trafficgeyser.com/blog, so you can check it out there. But I hope you enjoyed this little demonstration. I'm going to do a mini update at the end of this where I actually drag and show you how I import this video into my favorite mini editing program on the Macintosh, ScreenFlow, and I will also post the little video clip on the blog so you can check that out and play it as well. So, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next episode of Mike's Gadget Giveaway very soon.